If you have tightness and pain in your upper back and between your shoulder blades, the right exercises can help you to feel better fast. I'm Dr. Jared, and this is a quick 8-minute routine that you can do at home to eliminate upper back pain. I'm going to lead you through the whole thing in a follow-along format, and it starts right now. Now, the 3 things we need to do to treat pain and tightness in this area are to mobilize, stretch, and strengthen. And of course, you're gonna get all 3 of them in this video. Let's start with mobilization. My favorite way to do this is with a foam roller. This is my favorite foam roller right here. It's 36 inches in length, it's 6 inches in diameter, it's medium density. It's linked down below if you don't have access to one. But if you don't have a foam roller, you can also do this mobilization technique over the back of a chair. So I'm going to explain how to do that as well. So either grab your foam roller or grab a chair, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna hit start on my timer and let's do this. So I'm gonna lay down on my back. That foam roller is right up across my shoulder blades, hands clasped behind my head, my butt lifts up off of the floor, and then I'm gonna bring my shoulder blades together as I slowly roll up and down. And usually, there they were, I usually get 1 or 2 good pops out of this. And so nice and slow up and down. And usually what I like to do is about 30 seconds like this with my elbows together. And what you'll feel is that foam roller is right on your spine as you do it. Then after about 30 seconds, what I like to do is flop my elbows out to the side. And now my spine isn't so rigid. I can kind of extend over that foam roller. It's just a great way to work some motion in. Nice and slow for 60 seconds. If you're doing this over a chair, looks very similar. If you sit up nice and tall, the back of the chair hits your back a little bit lower, and then you can also kind of slouch a little bit to hit your back a little higher, but then you're just gonna extend over the foam roller. Let's see, the next one is going to be a thoracic rotation stretch. Lay down on your left side with both knees up as high as possible. My left hand goes on top of my right knee. My right hand is gonna reach back behind me just as far as I can comfortably go until I get a good, comfortable stretch up in my upper back. And I'm gonna hold this for about 15 to 20 seconds. Truthfully, I got a couple of pops out of that one too. Sometimes I film YouTube videos for things that I need. My back was feeling tight today, so I thought, hey, this would be a great topic to bring you along for the ride. I'm gonna close it down and then I'm gonna open it back up, and we're gonna hold that for about 15 to 20 seconds again. The higher you bring your knees, the higher you're going to feel this stretch. So if you feel like you need to feel it a little higher in your back, bring the knees up a little bit more. That kind of locks the lower back into place and brings the stretch up higher into your upper back. And again, 3 times, about 15 to 20 seconds. Right now I would call this to the right as I'm stretching to the right. And then I'm going to flip over. You can just roll over. I'm going to actually flip over so that you don't have to look at my back. Same thing, I'm gonna bring both knees up as high as I can. Right hand on top of left knee. And then my left hand, oh, and that one's a little bit tighter. Left hand goes back as low as you can towards the floor. Your goal is to get your shoulder down basically on the ground, or at least towards the ground. And so again, that one's a little tighter on me. 15 to 20 seconds, nice and relaxed. And then I like to close it down. You can even kind of reach forward a little bit. That's a good way to kind of stretch out that upper back. And then we're gonna come right back into it again. The other thing I like to do is you can kind of trace your arm through these kind of semicircle motions, kind of up and down. And what that does is you kind of feel that stretching throughout in different areas if you do it like that. And so again, 3 times, about 15 to 20 seconds. But we've got the timer taken care of for you. All you've got to do is just follow along. Okay, now we're going to get into an extension stretch. Your upper back is made to extend. We don't do it enough. Get a chair or let's see, kitchen table, counter table, couch, bed. What we're gonna do is put our hands just right up on that surface and then let our chest fall down towards the ground. And so again, you're just gonna get a nice arch through your upper back with this nice extension stretch. So we're bending our back backwards, basically. Hold 15 to 20, come out of it, give yourself a little bit of a break, and then let's get right back into it again. I'm gonna feel this through the lats, feel this through the kind of the armpit area. Rotator cuff gets a good stretch with this. Just a great stretch, and you should be able to feel that in your upper back as well. And then one last time, here we go. Nice and comfortable is all that we're after. We spend so much time with our upper back rounded forward, especially if you sit at a desk or work at a computer or on your phone a lot. It feels great to just extend back the other direction. That's my favorite stretch to do that. Next, we're gonna get into probably one of my favorite yoga poses. This is gonna be a cat-cow. Down on all fours, the first thing we're gonna do is arch our back up towards the ceiling. That's the angry cat. Feel a really good flexion stretch through that one. Hold for about 5 seconds. And then we're gonna get into the cow part of the pose. And so my head comes forward and my back kind of sags towards the floor. I'm extending through my lower back and through my upper back. Hold that for 5 to 10 seconds, and then we're gonna get back into the flexion stretch as well. Nice deep breaths, in and out. Remember to breathe, remember stretching. We're trying to relax. So we're trying to just work mobility throughout our entire spine as we flex and extend. Your back, especially your upper back, is made to move. Your lower back should be very stable. A lot of the motion in your spine comes from your upper back, comes from your thoracic spine. And so oftentimes, if it's quote unquote sticky, if it's not moving like it should, that's a lot of why we experience pain. So let's get into some of my favorite exercises for your upper back, some muscle activation. This is a prone W. You're gonna lay down on the floor with both hands overhead. Now what we're gonna do is extend through our upper back and bring our arms down into what would be a W position, and then return back again. So lift your chest up off the ground and then try to tuck your elbows into your back pockets. Hold 1, 2, 3, and then come right back down. One of my favorite ways to just activate those muscles in the upper back, we get some extension, we get the shoulder blades coming together with that. Looks just like that. It's just a great way that we can activate and contract all of those muscles through there. These are again called prone W's, and do as many or as few as you can. You don't have to kind of keep up with the pace that I'm doing, but to me, God, this feels good to get those muscles active and to just get them going. It's a great way to bring some blood flow into that area. It helps to reset muscle knots if you have some of those in your upper back. Looks just like that. Okay, last one we need to stand up for. And our last exercise is up against a wall. I want your hips and your shoulder blades and the back of your head against the wall. And then your arms start out straight in front of you. You're then going to pull your elbows back towards the wall while rotating your knuckles to the wall as well. Get a really good contraction again right there between your shoulder blades and return to that starting position. This would be a face pull exercise. This is a great exercise to do with bands or cables, but you don't necessarily need those to get a similar benefit. This is a great way to finish this up. And so again, we're gonna do about 60 seconds on this. Now, I hope that this has been beneficial. I hope that you feel better after this. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this helped when we're done with this. I always love to hear from you. The other question that people have is, how often can I do this? I would encourage you to run through this daily until that upper back feels better. And I hope that you do see that improvement. So again, just, thanks so much for joining me here on Tone and Tighten today. My back feels better. I hope that yours does as well. Now, if you get muscle knots in your upper back, I want you to check out this video right here. If you'd like another great video from Tone and Tighten, YouTube thinks that you might like this one, so check that out. Subscribe to my channel by pushing the circle right here. Again, hope this helps, and I hope to see you again soon.